Hey folks, this is a 2-year review of the Vogelzang VG1820 Woodstove. I've had it for almost 2 years now. Installed it here up in New Hampshire for the lake house, and it's actually worked very well for us. You can see right now though I have the surround off of it because I want to have extra heat radiating out of the stove itself and off of the walls of the original fireplace. It just generates more heat that way. So there's some things I liked about the stove and some things I didn't like quite so much. Actually, support from the company was really good. We had one issue with the stove regarding the heater blower motor. So the heater blower motor would not stay on high. It just kept kicking back, and so under warranty they just sent us a whole new heater blower motor. This one works perfect. Other issue we had, and it was a huge safety concern. It was bad. The issue was that these door pins, you can see right here now, those are not the door pins that came with the unit. Those are door pins I manufactured and ended up putting cotter pins in after I drilled through, because the original pins were too short, and as you were opening the door, closing the door, opening the door, closing it, the pins would actually ride up, and oftentimes that bottom pin would ride up, and one time the door basically started to fall off. It hung there. I had to grab the little fire mitten over there, get the door back up, and then I used the shovel to lift the door, get it back in place, and get the pin on. All the while there was a fire going inside. So when I contacted them, they ended up sending me out new pins, which again were too short. They said, "Oh, we have a revised pin for it." They didn't work. So like I said, I made new pins for it. These will never come off as far as automatically on their own. And I have the cotter pins there. The other thing I'm not super fond of is, I don't know how well you can see it, I'll put a light on here. That is your damper. So you have a low, medium, and high setting. That's it. You can't really adjust any more than that other than those 3 settings. So you're kind of stuck with that is it for your damper. Other than that, the stove has worked great. I'll pre-warn you though, when you first get that stove and you go ahead and fire it up the first time, they have this weird procedure in the manual that tells you to fire this thing up 3 separate fires. One up to 250 degrees for 20 minutes, then let it cool down, and then fire it again 250 degrees, 20 minutes, let it cool down, and then up to 500 degrees afterwards for 20 minutes. And it's to let the paint cure and burn off whatever's there. This produced a ton of smoke, and when I did the first burns on this, I ended up opening the house, so all the doors, the windows, and did the burn off. It was a lot, much more than I've ever experienced on any other wood stove. I was kind of surprised by it. But once you get past that, for a small unit like this, it's actually a small lake house, it's not big, it's actually worked out perfect for us. I have the surround, and I'll throw up a couple pictures of the surround itself so you guys can see it. Now, I had to modify the surround because of the fact that that damper is off to the side there. When I put that surround on, the surround came in front of this damper, so I couldn't access it. So I would have had to pull the stove further out, which I didn't want. And so all I did was I modified the surround and put a little door. I made a door out of what was there for the material, so I can open that door, you know, change the damper when I want to and close the door. Thanks for watching, and I hope you all have a good day.